Thank you, Chair. Nigeria has been very close to being a failed state now for decades, largely due to petty squabbles between the two main political parties. This has led to a complete failure to address the real problems the country faces. For instance, despite some advances by the military, Boko Haram remains a threat to security in the northeast region. We have abductions, suicide bombings, attacks on civilian targets by Boko Haram. People are still getting killed. And of course, Boko Haram also target their attacks across the border in Chad and in the Cameroon. Decades of old communal conflict between nomadic herdsmen and settled farmers in the Middle Belt have recently intensified and further exacerbated the security situation in the country. Now, women and children are the most vulnerable in this conflict. Children often are recruited by the terrorist groups and used as child soldiers or suicide bombers. Farmers are getting killed and others are getting displaced as a result of all this violence. Civil society is left to lead the campaigns against arbitrary arrests, detention and torture, but it should be the Nigerian authorities themselves which guarantee the respect for human rights in the country and lead this fight. President Buhari was re-elected in 2019 on the promise of defeating violent extremism undertaken by terror groups such as Boko Haram. It's high time to concentrate all of the government's efforts to keep that promise, developing and implementing a comprehensive strategy. A strategy has been developed, but it's not been implemented. The External Action Service of the EU and the Member States need to help through technical assistance. In this way, we should strongly support Nigeria's efforts in their fight against terrorism. Thank you.